next focus, where banditry ravaging the north took an ugly twist in Katsina State, where the bandits killed an aide to the state governor, Salisu Ango, his first wife, and abducted his second wife. The chaos ensued when they stormed his residence, while in a separate attack, the bandits stormed Shegi community in Batsari local government area, killing one person and abducting 28 others. Dr. Let me come to you on this, because when I see such stories, I wonder the level at which these bandits are going, to the extent that they've taken the aide. They've killed a governor's aide and abducted his wife.
You know, in that state, it was just of recent that some of the security measures put in place were relaxed, because people were even complaining that moving around had become a problem. So, most part of that state, from what even the governor said, including the capital, is unsafe. And it's good we are talking about this as possibly an isolated case. But this is something that occurs virtually every day in that state. This is drawing our attention to the fact that no one is safe, no matter where you live. Because at that level, the governor said must be somewhere in town where we'll think that there is some level of security, where people can say, okay, to an extent, if I move around, nothing should happen. It speaks a lot to what is happening in that state and some other parts.
So are you saying the government isn't working hard?
We're not saying the government isn't working hard. But as the government is working hard, so also are those people working harder and being supported by some elements to achieve. Because at the end of the day, all they are going to be talking about will be ransom in millions. Look at the issue we just spoke about now. People looting fertilizer. Fertilizer provides ammunition for people. They can make bullets, they can do IEDs, different kinds of things from there. So even we, as ordinary citizens who are not dangerous, sometimes we allow these things to happen by our acts. And these people are getting emboldened day by day, because somehow they are able to extract ransom. They are able to make demands. Look at doctors nationwide protesting. That's what I'll describe as a protest. We saw them in one place, in UCH in Ibadan. They were in one place, they were protesting the abduction of their fellow doctor, colleague, who has been with bandits for 7 months. 7 months. We saw it here in Lagos. They did that protest within a confined area. They did it in Cross River. All over the country. They did it in Bauchi. They did it in Kaduna. And so it's showing that nobody, that's the lesson I drew from that. Nobody is safe. Because we've had occasions in the past where they've even attacked convoys of big personalities. Yes. So what they are saying to us is, see, we are getting emboldened by the day, more and more. And we can do and undo. For that to have happened, I mean, it's alarming. It's
alarming
scary.
Indeed, and very worrisome.
Very worrisome.
We do not know where this...
Who next?
Exactly, where it might lead to. But BKO, what options or strategies do you think the government or security agencies need to, address or adopt, rather, to curtail this worrying trend?
There was a time that the governor of Katsina State and some governors from northern Nigeria traveled abroad to have a JoJo session on insecurity in the north. You wonder what came out of such a meeting, because we need the right approach to tackling this problem. This has gone on for too long, and it's a recurrent thing. At least 13 local governments in Katsina State are not safe. Some are, in fact, terrible. Local government like Basari, Faskari, things happen all the time. Damusa, you know, Kankara. These are local governments where people do not feel safe. And because of the presence of the Rugu forest is a forest that stretches all the way to Central African Republic. So they have where they can keep people and wait until sufficient ransom is paid before they release them. On the 8th of July, 25 persons were kidnapped in a community in Safana local government. On 10th of June, bandits killed 26 persons in Gidam Bofa in Kankara local government. Kankara was where those school boys were kidnapped, I think about 2-3 years ago, when the governor had to even burst into tears. On the 23rd of June, they killed 7 persons in Meidabino village in Damusa local government. Similarly, last week, they attacked Maraba Kankara village, killed 3 persons and injured 5 others. They always target women and children. So this last one, this one that we are talking about, they killed the first wife of the governor's aide and abducted the second wife along with 28 other persons. So there is a big problem of kidnapping in Katsina, Zamfara. Katsina, Zamfara. There is a big problem, and those states link one another. They are neighbors. Kaduna, they have issues too, but there is improvement in Kaduna. But there is suspicion that even from communities, because in Safe local government of Zamfara state, which borders Kaduna, you see a lot of activities of bandits. So maybe they are facing so much firepower from Kaduna now, and some of them have moved into Zamfara territory. And I've said the solution to this thing is to have a concurrent military operation across all of those contiguous states. I've been saying it for years because I believe that's the solution. Because every time you launch a big operation in one state, maybe there's a big threat from one state, right, and you are constrained to go and launch a military operation there, they will move into another state. Or before you even launch your attack, they get the intel, they move into a neighboring state. So when you do your battleground post-operation assessment, you see that it appears you didn't kill anybody. These things happen, and you will have wasted drop bombs on empty bandit camps. A situation in which people like Bello Truji, they are still boasting. They are still there. We've not been able to take them out. And these are the key big bandits. The only time we kill those big bandits is if they quarrel among themselves. So I'm not saying this to diminish the efforts of the military, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. Because those guys are still standing. They are still standing, even insulting our sensibility. So there is a need for a change of approach. Right. If a method is not working, you have to try another method. You have to keep trying, keep tweaking your methods, until
You get what is right.
You achieve your aim.
Right.
When you hit the right formula, even you will know. And then you stick to that right formula, and then you win the war. I know that this kind of battles take so long.
Yeah.
In Sri Lanka, they had to battle Tamil tigers for about 25 years. But eventually, they got victory. I do not agree that insurgency cannot be defeated. I was in an argument with a soldier who was telling me, no, insurgencies are not defeated. I gave him 2 examples, Algeria and Sri Lanka. And he was just looking at me because clearly over time he too had been led to believe that you do not defeat an insurgency. I gave those 2 examples. Algeria and Sri Lanka, Tamil tigers, 25 years, but they secured victory.
So insurgency can be defeated if we apply the right approach.
Yes, and you are focused and you are determined.
Absolutely.
To get there.
Well, let's quickly go on a very quick break. We have more discussions in just a moment. Stay with us.